Hi, I'm Willie, and welcome to Security Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. I got a lot to share with you tonight. Enjoying a nice, not freezing. You don't have to drink a good beer super duper cold because they don't have a lot of imperfections. So I drink this just a little bit warmer. But what I want to talk about tonight, I actually have a lot to talk about. I'm going to shrink this down, go over here. And I'm bringing up my list. I actually had to write a list because if I didn't, I would have forgot something that I want to talk about. And tonight, first of all, I told you all my videos, I'm going to start with a thank you. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you to everyone, all the subscribers, everybody who emails me, everyone who interacts with me. I learn a lot from you. And I enjoy the interaction. Those of you who have donated to PayPal, who've signed up and followed me on Twitter and Instagram, you get to see more of my daily routine through those services than you do YouTube. Those of you who use my Amazon affiliate links, thank you to everyone. And, you know, please continue to send me your requests. More than willing to help out. You know, some situations I do have to charge for, but, you know, some of that stuff I do, you know, will offer some free advice. So once again, thank you to everyone. Knowledge Nuggets has kind of been on a hiatus for a couple of weeks. I've been really busy. I posted a Knowledge Nugget. I wasn't happy with the content. Had a few people who kind of lashed out for me for giving my explanation of something, and it kind of bothered me. They were questioning my integrity because that's all I have when I put this out there on YouTube. So I try to do the best that I can. So I'm going to be revisiting that topic, but next week when Knowledge Nuggets returns, it'll be layer 4 of the OSI model. I want to talk a little bit about Operation Smokey Bear. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and then I'm going to bring up the drawing screen, and we're going to talk about Operation Smokey Bear. This is what's been chewing up a lot of my time, and we'll chew up a lot more here in the short term. Hold on just a second. Alright, here we go. Okay, so you're asking yourself, what is Operation Smokey Bear? This is what I'm calling it. This may not be what the guy who reports to me calls it. But you all remember Smokey the Bear, and so remember, only you can start forest fires. And so what does that have to do with IT and security? Security. So let's pretend that in an organization you've got 2 Active Directory forests. We'll call this one Forest 1 and we'll call this one Forest 2. And under Forest 1 over the years, as things often happen, if you ever in a small, the large, or even huge corporation have ever been an Active Directory administrator, you understand that sometimes departments don't always get along. So underneath this forest, you might have domain number 1, and you might have domain number 2. And then somebody may say, oh, hey, this guy does such a great job. Then we're going to have a subdomain here. And then you get another domain going here. Well, let's just say that this happens, I don't know, 18 times. Yep. And spans 250 plus PCs. Oh, I don't know, 100 plus terabytes of files. A huge geographic area. I can't even tell you how many miles, but miles and miles. Okay? And so not all of the users in the organization are at the top, so things sometimes become difficult because you have admin A over here, doesn't think that admin B over here knows what's going on, and you just get this huge, just crazy Active Directory. But happens to be that you've got this second almost pristine forest over here, and every user exists here. Eureka! It's a eureka moment, right? So what do you do? What do you do? Well, once you're allowed to collapse all these domains, you pour some gas on here. I don't know if I can draw a gas can or not here. Let's see. This is probably going to be like a horrible gas can. Yeah. I'll write gas on it. You pour some gas on this, and you light this baby up. Right? So you migrate every workstation. Oh yeah, we're talking about 50 plus servers. And some of the sites, you might have HQ here. So you've got a T1 here, a T1 here, and maybe some fiber here, and then a big internet pipe here. And then let's say you got, like, I don't know, 24 remote sites coming in over IPsec VPN. So then, you don't even talk yet about all this infrastructure. You talk about, can we do some mesh stuff here? How do we make this more better? So this is what I call Operation Smokey Bear. Those are all the details that you're getting at this point. But this is what's been keeping me busy, is this huge Active Directory migration. And if you talk to Taylor, who works with me, he will tell you that this is no small task for 2 people. But we are doing it, and we are doing it well, and we are executing the plan that we developed, and everything is going good. It just takes a lot of time. And even if you had a crew of 5 people, a lot of this stuff has to be done after hours, so that we are a small disruption to business during the day. So we spend a lot of time after hours. I started this morning looking at Active Directory ACLs at 6:45 a.m. and we finished a little after 7. And I'm had a couple little breaks in there, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes, 2 breaks for lunch. Now I am salary exempt, so don't freak out and think that we're doing anything illegal. We're not. We follow the letter of the law when it comes to employment practices. But this is Operation Smokey Bear, and we're going to burn this down, and I cannot wait until this thing is simplified. So there are my drawing skills for the night. Hope you enjoyed that. One other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mark your calendar, Memorial Day, May 29th. I heard rumors that 2 huge YouTube forces are going to come together for a live stream. Keep that on the calendar. Then after we talk about our security stories tonight, we're going to talk about what's in the bag. So I'm going to take you to a different place. I bought a new camera. I got an SJ Cam, the SJ6 Legend, which is a 4K camera. This thing is awesome, in my opinion, for the price. Now listen to what I'm saying. I'm putting qualifiers in here. For the price, this thing, I was happy with my my Yi action cam until I got this. This thing, it can actually put an external mic on it. The built-in mic is awesome. I've been mounting this in my car. Maybe I'll release some of that 60 frame per second footage, the slow motion footage, the stop motion footage. But for the price point, this thing, I am going on record that this is a this thing is a monster, and I can't even remember the name. Oh, GoPro. That's right. See, this thing's so awesome. I couldn't even remember GoPro. But this is a GoPro killer, and I'll put a link to this Amazon affiliate link down there if you want to order this guy. So after we get through these stories, you're going to mic up and go somewhere else, and we're going to take a look at what's in my new bag, my new work bag that I'm carrying. So let's take a look at these stories. And the first one, if you have a Linksys router, first of all, buy a Ubiquiti router and then call me and we'll get it set up if you own a Linksys. But if you own some of these models, there's like 20 some models, there is a security vulnerability And this Linksys security advisory downplays what this is. There was another group. They actually link over here to IO Active. And right on the front of IO Active's site, they have a link, and it talks about what the problem is. And basically, there's a vulnerability that allows the router to be taken over if you're using the default username and password. Don't do that. Don't use admin Linksys, admin password, admin. Use something different, please. I know all my tutorials I try to say that, but please, it's very important. Do not use the default credentials. So I'll put a link to this. This is pretty interesting. They've got several steps they want you to do. Enable automatic updates. So the smart Wi-Fi devices apparently will auto-upload firmware. That's great because, you know, that's never gone south on anybody. Disable Wi-Fi guest network if not in use. Duh. And change the default administrator password. So this should be like the very first thing. Now I will tell you, like the AirMax radios, I don't know how long it's been since you logged into an AirMax radio, but Ubiquiti makes you change, you know, the password. And that's probably, if I had to guess, I don't know anything, but if I had to guess, that's going to be commonplace in all of their equipment soonish, maybe. I don't know, but I could see it being commonplace just so that it's equal across the board. So, but definitely the AirMax radios tell you that you have to change the password. Now, if you're setting up Unify or any of the other things, you get a chance, even with the EdgeMax stuff, you get a chance to change the default username and password, boom, right away. So it's very presentable in Ubiquiti. You know, I see this a lot with Linksys. In fact, if you were to, there used to be a program called Wi-Fi Faux Fum. I think you can still get it, but you can just drive around or fire up your laptop and just take a drive and look at all the Linksys and D-Link SSIDs that are out there. And they're probably running default username and passwords too, so shame on them. If you're watching this, make sure you change your username and password. I don't get too excited when it comes to things with credit cards, but this kind of has me excited. So MasterCard is actually working on a biometric credit card that will take your fingerprint, and a lot of times right now what your fingerprint scanners are doing is they're not actually storing an image of your fingerprint. They are creating a mathematical equation that is equal to your fingerprint, and that's kind of what this does. And then it stores it, and then you use your thumb with your EMV card. So, I mean, it was kind of a crapshoot when EMV came out. I don't know anybody that's enforcing that you have to have a PIN with that at this point, but it didn't stop. EMV is not stopping online fraud. And if you look around the internet, you're not stopping physical fraud either. There's like a $3 device you can build that will clone a credit card and turn off the bits in the mag stripe that enable a card for EMV. It's literally just a little bit of extra information in the card that enables that EMV anyway, and people are bypassing it. So, you know, you should hope that your network admins who are building these networks are following best practices and making things as secure as possible. So, because all of the big card brands have figured out how to pass the buck on this compliance and all the fees and everything, because it costs them so much money. So, take a look at this. It looks like it's being, I think it is in South Africa is where they are testing this. So yeah, check that out. Windows 10 and Office are going to go to major updates twice a year. You're going to be able to count on it like clockwork. If that's Microsoft twice a year, that means every 5 years you're going to get an update. So what they're planning on looks like twice per year, September and March. So if we're on, like I said, if we're on that Microsoft clock, it'll be several months later. But that's exciting, so I'm going to put that out there. And then Intercontinental Hotel Groups, who owns, let's see, Candlewood Suites, Staybridge Suites, Holiday Inn, something else. So it's Holiday Inn Club Vacations, Holiday Inn Resorts, Holiday Inn Express, Holiday Inn. Are you an IT guy? No, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. All right, Crown Plaza, Hulux, Even Hotels, Hotel Indigo, Kimpton, Intercontinental Hotels. Anyway, they had a data breach. Malware on their point of sale, it looks like, between September 29th, 2016, December 29th. And looks like the malware searched for track data, so cardholder names, expiration date, internal verification code, read the mag stripe of a payment card. It was being routed through an affected hotel server. There's no indication that other guest information was affected. Well, what other information is as important as what's on your credit card when you're staying in a hotel? Maybe your address, your billing address. I don't know. It's crazy. So I'll put a link to this. Make sure you're following up with Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. A lot of times in these cases, these companies have to provide credit monitoring. And a lot of people don't understand, too, that there are free credit monitoring resources available through Equifax, Experian. TransUnion is kind of like rolling the dice. They monetize this. TransUnion is also the big one that will shut you down when you go to get a loan. They are the mother of the credit monitoring agencies. So check that out. So I'll post all these. I'm going to pause this, and we're going to go take my bag. Now the bag's not complete. You're getting a look at the bag as it is right now, and I'll do a follow-up a little later. But let's go see what's in the bag. Okay, so if this video is a little rough, sorry, this is the first kind of interview style video that I'm doing here with the new camera. It does have the external mic, so that's pretty nice. But what we've got here is we've got this tactical book bag. I bought this on Amazon. I've always wanted one of these. Just, you know, they kind of look cool, but they got a lot of pockets and a lot of places where you can, you know, put all these accessories on. So here's the first thing. Let's see what's in the bag so far. Wi-Fi Pineapple. If you haven't used one of these, it's the ultimate in Wi-Fi pen testing, and you can get into all kinds of fun with one of these. So you should check that out. That's by Hack5. And then, of course, can't go anywhere without the net tool. In fact, I use this thing so much, I think I'm going to have to charge it again. So, but don't forget that you can use, you can use that code if you're going to order one of these and save some dollars on that. We've got the USB rubber ducky. If you don't know what that is, look it up. The Bash Bunny. This thing is awesome. All the Hack5's tools are fantastic. They are fantastic. Got Ethernet cable. The Land Turtle. I am thinking about using these at my sites where I have cloud keys to provide a persistent reverse SSH tunnel back to HQ, so I don't have to have any ports open to remote administer the sites. That's what I'm thinking about. I've been experimenting with it, so I'll probably do a video on that. Another micro USB cable, and I'll show you what that's for. That is for my homemade, I 3D printed this case, and inside there is a little controller. We're going to do a video on this, but this is a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi pen testing tool, and the things that you can do with this little guy. They're pretty fun, but it is only 2.4 gigahertz, and it is for pen testing only, not for causing havoc, although it could be used for that. Another USB cable. You can never have enough cables. Let's see. Don't have anything in there yet. I'm working on it. Like I said, I just got the bag. Just filling everything out and everything organized. have a lot of separate bags and ammo cans and things like that I'm using. I've got my power chargers in there. I do carry that little TP-Link switch around with me. I don't know how the audio on this is going to sound. I've just taken this out. I've started putting it in my hand here, but I bought this Alpha light book, and I was looking for something that was kind of like a Chromebook. But this guy, and I am an affiliate, but this guy was not meant to have Kali on it, but I have Kali on it. It's got a regular Intel processor, 4 gig of RAM, 32 gig SSD, full 1080 screen, 9-hour battery, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, USB 3, 249 bucks. I am an affiliate. There'll be a review of this coming. But I really like that. And then the other laptop that I carry, which also has Kali Linux on it. If my wife didn't have to have Microsoft Office, I'd be Linux across the board. But look at these beautiful vinyl stickers that she made me. But it's just a Dell laptop. It's got a Core i5, 8 gigs of RAM, 250 gig hard drive. That's it. That's what's in the bag for now. So the bag is always evolving. I actually have an M5 Nano to stick in here to do spectrum analysis. So that's kind of where we're at. So we'll head back to the regular filming location. So that was a sneak peek at the bag of what's in it now. Here's a few more things I'm going to be adding. An iPod, got laser thermometer, SD cards, another action camera, cable comb, got that switch, and then I have a plethora of different kinds of ARM-based Pi-type devices that go. I keep a standard notepad, a regular pen with the nice end on it there, and a metallic Sharpie. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll put a link to I'll put my affiliate link to the Alpha light book down in the description. You can see that. I'll put a link to of course my Amazon links and everything are down there. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, please comment, please share, and please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please use those affiliate links, and if you feel like donating, go ahead and do that too. And we will see you in the next video.